If you're looking for the perfect itinerary for a day tour to Milford Sound, then you're going to want to watch this video. Hi, I'm Toby, owner and guide here at Lux Tours, a family-run, local, small tour operator based here in Fiordland. We've done hundreds of day tours to Milford Sound, so in this video, we're going to give you all the tips, secrets, tricks and scenic spots to stop at if you're planning a day to Milford. There's always a lot of logistics to organise when you're planning a day trip to Milford Sound, so we've done the heavy lifting for you. We've carefully balanced the right scenic stops with the right timings to give you the most comprehensive and relaxed day trip to Milford. Ready? Let's get into it. We recommend starting your journey in Te Anau. It's a shorter drive than from Queenstown, about 4 to 5 hours return instead of 8 to 9. We leave by 9 AM, which helps us stay ahead of the crowds and enjoy a quieter experience along the Milford Road. If you're self-driving, leave as early as you can if you want to beat the crowds. Our first stop is Te Anau Downs, around 20 minutes from Te Anau, a quick 5 minutes to stretch and enjoy views of Lake Te Anau, which is the second biggest lake in New Zealand. Then you've officially entered Fiordland National Park, and your first stop is Eglinton Valley. This is your first taste of epic Fiordland spots. This is a glacially carved valley with golden tussock and towering mountains. We usually spend about 10 minutes here, enjoying the fresh mountain air and dramatic views. Arriving early is key. By 10:30 AM, tour groups from Queenstown often start to arrive, which can mean that this area gets very busy. Next up is Mirror Lakes, which is one of the most iconic stops on Milford Road. A short boardwalk leads through native forests to still ponds that perfectly reflect the surrounding Errol Mountains on calm days. We recommend spending 15 minutes here to capture photos, enjoy the surroundings and spot local birds. Again, this place gets busy when larger tour groups arrive, so sticking to these timings will mean a quieter experience. Knowles Flat is a practical but essential stop, as this is the last flushing toilet before Milford Sound. This is just a 5-minute stop, but means that you won't have to use any of the long drop toilets along Milford Road. The Hollyford Valley Lookout, also known as Pop's View, is one of the most iconic viewpoints along the Milford Road. From here you get a sweeping view down the Hollyford Valley and out towards the Tasman Sea. It's an easy roadside stop and a favourite place to appreciate the sheer scale and drama of Fiordland's alpine landscape. A short 10-minute stop at Christie Falls Bridge lets you feel the power of the water as it thunders into the Hollyford River, which is especially impressive after rain. Monkey Creek is a glacier-fed creek with crystal clear drinking water. It's surrounded by steep mountains and is home to rare blue ducks and playful kea. We usually spend about 10 minutes here. If it's crowded, there are several smaller pull-offs nearby offering similar views with fewer people. Top tip, you can refill your water bottle here as the glacier water is safe to drink. The 1.2 km Homer Tunnel cuts through the Darren Mountains. The tunnel is one way and is operated by a traffic light system, so waiting times can vary. If you're self-driving, allow about 8 minutes buffer and enjoy the views while you wait. Keep an eye out for kea along the roadside. Driving through the tunnel is an experience in itself. The tunnel took around 20 years to build and was mostly built by hand. After exiting Homer Tunnel, the Cleddau Valley Lookout gives dramatic views of the winding road into Milford Sound. The scene is particularly dramatic in the rain when the cliffs are covered in waterfalls. This is one of the most spectacular stops along the Milford Road, so make sure to pull into a designated stopping zone safely to enjoy the views. For self-drivers, allow at least 40 minutes from here to the cruise terminal to account for parking and the walk to the cruise terminal. Many people underestimate this and end up rushing to their cruise. We aim for a 1 PM cruise, the perfect balance after a relaxed morning and before fatigue sets in. Earlier or later cruise times are possible, but planning is key. Early means more stops on the return journey, late can mean driving back in fading light outside summer months. After your cruise, you then begin the journey back to Te Anau, and any stops that you missed on the journey can be done on the way back. Here's our top 5 tips if you're self-driving to Milford Sound. 1. Timing. Leave Te Anau by 9 AM to allow for plenty of time at scenic stops and buffer for traffic. 2. Safety. Take frequent breaks, enjoy the scenery, and don't rush. 3. Supplies. Buy food in Te Anau. Everything in Milford Sound is pretty limited. 4. Fuel. Fuel up in Te Anau. The fuel station in Milford Sound is pretty limited and they sometimes run out of fuel. This is a pretty remote area to Milford Sound. You don't want to be caught with no fuel. 5. Allow 40 minutes for parking in Milford Sound and walking to your cruise. There's free and paid car parking options, but both require a little bit of planning. So there you have it. Whether you're self-driving or joining a guided tour, we hope that this has been helpful and we hope to see you on the road to Milford Sound soon.